Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. The first and only existing photograph of Chernobyl on the morning of the nuclear accident 37 years ago, April 26, 1986. Bruce Lee in a scene from his movie Fist of Fury, aka The Big Boss. No special effects, no wires. R.I.P. to that stuntman. A strange rock in the Arizona desert that's alien-like. How did it even get in that position? Did you know that walruses can whistle, among other things? This makes me want to watch Mythbusters. Windows taskbars over the years. Windows XP is still the best one. Perfectly preserved face of 2,500-year-old Scandinavian man from Denmark. This is the Tallinn man, and it's the most preserved bog body ever found in Europe. Ice attached to reeds dipping in and out of the water. Why is this so satisfying to watch? Technical Sergeant William E. Thomas and Private First Class Joseph Jackson send a message to the Nazis in 1945. It's possible to get stuck floating in the space station if you can't reach a wall. Farting in the opposite direction might, though. Japanese designer created a small crystal cube that reduces the resolution of objects. You point it at that make it more pixelated. A 4,500-year-old Egyptian dress found in a Giza tomb made with over 7,000 beads. They usually wear it on top of another linen cloth you pervert. This is a 16th century German ring that unfolds into an astronomical sphere. German engineering in a nutshell. Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. This is the first airliner, Ilya Muromets. Beautiful machine, undoubtedly pivotal in the development of functional aircraft. The first comprehensive geological map of Earth's moon. By the way, there are also geological maps of Mars. The Garden of Earthly Delights is a triptych painting by Hieronymus Bosch, created between 1490 and 1510, that represent Garden of Eden, the chaotic scene of earthly pleasures, and a nightmarish vision of hell. The Shell Grotto is an ornate subterranean passageway Shell Grotto in Margate, Kent, England. Almost all the surface area of the walls and roof is covered in mosaics created entirely of seashells. It appears that we have 6 suns now. Joking, it is because of refraction effect. This weird alien-looking cocoon comes from a rusty tussock moth. The circle thingy is the remains of the pupal cocoon. How life finds its way, even in a slate quarry. 12-year-old boy chokes to death after holding a fish in his mouth while fishing. This is the esophagus with the fish being displayed. Wilihiman Walalua and Wataya, 2 Indonesian clans, battling it out in 1963. The video is the only one existing in human history documenting warfare with Stone Age technology. 3 samurai visit America in 1860. This guy's looks jet-lagged AF. This rescue dog was full of porcupine quills. An X-ray shows he's also full of bullet shrapnel. Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A brain surgery performed on a bumblebee. Is it a brain surgeon or an entomologist that do this? I'm confused. A massive 2,700-year-old, 18-ton statue of an Assyrian deity that was excavated in Iraq in November 2023. This plaque in Prague has been rubbed to a shiny gold because, for centuries, passers-by have touched the dog for good luck and to reassure him that he's a very good boy. This is what inflation in Turkey looks like. Anyone from Argentina can relate? This is what a jaguar's aquarium looks like. Or should they be called catfish? Now I know what to fill my moat with. Brain activity in clinical depression. A male cardinal fish mouth broods, gently moving its mouth to oxygenate eggs until they hatch. Pale blue dot is a photograph of Earth taken on February 14, 1990, by the Voyager 1 space probe from an unprecedented distance of over 6 billion kilometers. Dinner in a cave sea restaurant in Grotta Palazzesi, Polignano, Amare, Italy. Artists Christo and Jean-Claude used to wrap giant objects in fabric. Must be hard to take it back down. A building in Shanghai that has a facade that moves very slowly. Beautiful. Crabs have a fascinating way of keeping their eyes clean with their little wipers. In the 1950s, there was a job called lipstick tester, where the role involved being kissed all day to test the durability and quality of the lipstick. Now this is the real look of contentment. Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. This is a frog that can disappear by collecting all of its blood in one place and shrinking its organ. A boulder in the Grand Canyon was found with fossilized reptile prints that lived 313 million years ago. This is what 1920s toaster function. Well, that's cool. Brisbane Gateway Bridge that looks wibbly-wobbly in this photo. Fraser, Foreman, and Alley in one photo. I guess paper can beats all three heavyweight champions. A seaside rock formation called the Elephant Rock, Iceland. I'm pretty sure that's Zunesha sleeping. A deer's antler velvet. Don't worry, this process is totally normal and just itch a little for the deer. An octopus disguising itself as the head of a bigger marine creature. Octopus really does come from space. A photo of a big-ass king cobra. Shouldn't we call that man the cobra's king by now? This is Bailong Elevator, an elevator built onto the side of a cliff in China. That's definitely a nope for me. The net-casting spider spins its web between its legs instead of stationary objects, sometimes jumping to catch airborne prey. No, it's not a glitch in the matrix. This is what a drain of glyphosate, a non-selective systemic herbicide used to control weeds, looks like. Evander Barry Wall, January 14th, 1861, May 4th, 1940, that famous for his extravagantly refined look and was called King of the Dudes. This is how transporting the base of a drilling rig looks like. UK 1980s. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. This is the photo of the first mobile wireless telephone invented in 1909 by William Dubilier. One-of-a-kind orange snowy owl spotted in Huron County, Michigan by wildlife photographer Julie Maggart. A shot of our home's biggest ocean, the Pacific Ocean from the International Space Station. Is the Matrix glitching right now? A 8-bit shadows on a sidewalk. In 2010, this enormous 90 meters, 300 feet, deep sinkhole appeared in Guatemala. A 3-story factory fell to the bottom. Antikythera mechanism is an ancient Greek hand-powered orrery, model of the solar system. It is the oldest known example of an analog computer, an upside-down car used as a planter in a parking lot. You can't park there, mate. Snail showcasing its teeth while feeding on algae that stay on those glass. Om Nom Nom Nom, a collection of English and British monarchs on coinage in the period of the past 800 years. Map of the Internet in 1969 in USA. Why Utah is also there. Former world's strongest man Eddie Hall, looking like a child next to Olivier Richter's AKM, the Dutch giant. This is Wisdom, the oldest known bird in the world. Estimated to be 74 years old, this Laysan albatross has outlived multiple partners and is still laying eggs. She has survived earthquakes and tsunamis and has had her tag changed 6 times since 1956. A wildlife photographer captured a rare golden penguin. Shiny Pokemon done right. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. This is an active volcano on Io, one of Jupiter's moons, captured by Galileo spacecraft. Archaeologists in Egypt opened an ancient coffin sealed 2,500 years ago. I love unboxing videos. Each year in Italy, animals are moved to higher ground to graze, but lambs being too young are carried in special pouches worn by donkeys. The moon rising over a wildfire-consumed hill in California creates an eerie sight. This is a photo inside the Wieliczka salt mine in Krakow, Poland. It's definitely worth a visit. Steph Curry casually nets full-court shot from the tunnel. What a goat, topographical map of Africa. It's like a natural fortress. One of Saturn's moons, Mimas, just had the clearest picture ever taken of it. Fun is at its peak in a chaotic amusement park in India. Is that dust from the Ferris wheel speed? This is Wally, but you might know him as someone else. Depending on your location, his name might change. Of course, Germans call him Walter. McDonald's in the 80s compared to today. They went from kids vibe to please get out of here quickly vibe. Aurora borealis exploding in Fairbanks, Alaska. California's most elusive mammal, Mount Lyell shrew caught on camera for the first time. Blahilur, Iceland. A type of volcanic crater that forms when groundwater contacts hot lava. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A photo of a pyramid-shaped mountain in Antarctica. Also, it is the largest mountain in Antarctica caused by glacial activity. An Egyptian man smoking at the top of the Pyramid of Giza, Egypt in 1981, combining chemicals in a drop of water. Look at all the reactions. It's really beautiful. Wish my chemistry lectures were like this. A photo of a red-lipped batfish looking directly at the camera. Baby squid tries using his camouflage for first time. Oh, so cute. Sampo 9519 Tri-Screen 19-inch color TV, 1981. The larger screen is color and the two smaller screens are black and white. Each screen has its own controls and tuners. In 1965, Angus Barbieri went through a fast where he went 385 days without eating. By the end of the fast, he had lost 125 kilograms. Match ignition in super slow motion. Looks like one of those aliens egg hatching. A working mobile phones smuggled into a prison. Is that Nokia phone? Union soldiers pose for their solo shot. Daguerreotypes, circa 1864. Beautiful photos but tragic circumstances. Shrimp using surface tension to make their way back to the water. The dancing plague of 1518. Hundreds of people danced themselves to death, and no one knows why. A photo of an extremely rare pink manta ray. She better use sunscreen next time or risk getting sunburned again.